to be a wife and to have a home and to be like the best mom and the best family member to my entire family. And once you desire something, it's on you to make that shift in your behavior and in your circumstances and in your self-discipline. So that's what I've really been working on these last couple months. I've really been self-disciplined in a lot of different areas. I've been fasting in certain areas in my life. I have been really getting closer to God and showing God and talking to Him, but also showing Him in my actions that I'm serious about, trying to be more and do different. And I've been seeing results in like my self-discipline and doing right by God, and He's been showing me, and I'm just.
If a girl tell me about her throat counts, it's over. It's over. Another thing that makes a girl, I lose immediate interest if I'm talking to a girl. I'm 24. If a girl to tell me that she's never been in a relationship, but she's had sex, talking stages, situationships. You telling me you're 24, you never had a boyfriend? You never had somebody tell you that they want you to be their girlfriend? You never had somebody explicitly ask you, will you be my girlfriend? And we're 23, 24, 20 years old, over the age of 20. You never ever had a boyfriend. And as soon as I start linking with, I told y'all, as soon as I start linking with you, I'm on a free trial. Like PlayStation Plus. What you mean I can't hit this week? You done let the last 8 niggas hit the first 30 minutes.
Does a woman's past really matter that much? If you ask me, I say yes. And to a lot of other men, they also would agree with this statement. See, when a woman looks at her partner, she looks at him and sees his potential for the future. And one of a woman's favorite traits is ambition, because it shows that the man is never comfortable. He's always trying to upgrade his situation. And biologically, when a woman sees this trait, she knows that she will be protected as well as her offspring. But when a guy is looking for a partner, if we learn that a girl was tossed around, has a really, really high body count, and really just doesn't have a lot of respect for herself in her past, this is just something that as a man you are naturally repulsed by. And before the women go crazy in the comments, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm sure there's some men out there that would take you as you are. But for a lot of guys, we look at our woman as like our fucking beautiful angel, right? This is my woman. This is someone I am proud of. How could I be proud of you if I know what you were doing before I was around? How could I be proud of you if I know that you used to be the girl that literally let the whole club hit? You let the whole football team hit. And now the whole football team could look at me and say, damn, if he knew what I was doing to his girl back in the day.
Oh, my fiance, he ended things. He doesn't want to get married anymore. He called off the wedding. It's like a week before their wedding.
No.
Calls off the wedding. So my dad's like, don't worry, I'm going to go talk to him. Gets in the car, drives to her ex-fiance at this time's house. Bro, what happened? My cousin's a good woman. She's really sad. All this. Her ex-fiance is like, man, I was at my bachelor party yesterday. He's sitting around with all his boys. They're celebrating the fact he's about to get married. And he's like, man, I just love this woman. She's such a good woman. It's like, man, I got a woman nobody else can have. Like, let me tell you, I'm so excited. He's just going on and on about how much raving about his woman.
Yeah.
Respectable. We love it. But then he finishes and everybody's silent. And then one dude just goes,
oh no. Oh, I'm already crashing out. No.
He's like, bro, man, we wanted to tell you, but you were so in love with her. He was like, what do you mean?
No, stop.
He was like, you know she been around the block. And there was
Okay, let's talk about why the past matters. I mean, we've talked about this before, but apparently it's a topic that keep coming up. And you see India Love, she's saying that, now she want to settle down, and she been with everybody from Soulja Boy, Devin Haney, Duke Dennis. She literally been with everybody, DDG. But, women act like, women understand why the past matter. They definitely understand why, and thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. You won't regret it. And they understand why that shit is so important, man. And how guys, feel like they got one up on you, and you go into a room and, somebody else slept with your wife, and a guy feel like he got one up on you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's awkward. Most guys just want a woman that other guys ain't had. You know what I'm saying? And please believe me, women know that. When women go out there and they slut themselves out in their hometown or at a school, what do? They move across the country, they move to another state and try to reinvent themselves. But guess what ended up happening? you a hoe. They go in there, they be a hoe in that town, and then they move back home. That's what happens all the time. That is who they are. That's just in their DNA. Now, some women can successfully find a sucker and, and some women probably can't get it out their system and then go be with one guy and be cool. But eventually that itch gonna come back. That's the crazy thing about it. Eventually that itch is gonna come back. And this is when you see women have a midlife crisis. I'm not happy. And it's like, damn, what else do you want me to do? That means that most times not. She just want to go experience other penises. That's it. Other sexual experiences, other clitorises sometimes. And that's just what it boils down to. And they go out there and they experience that. And then they be single for the rest of their life. They be single for the next 10 or 15 years, 20 years. And they regret it just because they wanted something different. They go out there, catch the claps, catch gonorrhea, catch all this shit. And they find out that it wasn't cracked up what it all cracked up to be. Them the easiest ones to crack is the ones that just got even more than married women. The easiest ones to crack is the ones that's divorced or separated. Because that's why they get divorced and separated. Women have a problem with boredom. They have the problem with eating. Like, women don't even eat leftovers. Y'all can go to a 5-star steakhouse and they won't even eat them. They'll leave it in the refrigerator for 5 days. You throw it out and eat it. Oh, I was going to eat it, bitch. You bought that Monday. It's Friday, Saturday. So they need more variety than men do. But of course, you don't want to walk in and all the bros done had her. Then you got to move her to another town. And like, come on, man, it matters. It matters. And they trying to shame guys into it not mattering. All of this is shaming, but it does. You can't fight the feeling when you find out, oh, I had, or you see a video of her getting a train runner, or you might just see a regular sex video or her with another dude. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing too freaky or nothing like that. Nothing. But it's still an ego hit. Like, women don't understand, still an ego hit. One of the biggest things is when you meet a guy that F your girl and you find out about it, you shook this man's hand, he just feel like, I got one up on this nigga. Like, damn, like you would never look at that chick the same, regardless. That's why I don't ever really understand, like, when guys mess with a girl and then one of your homies want to mess with her too. Like, females do shit like that, but it matters. That's why women kind of gotta, even when they move with different guys, they gotta be selective to who they give it to. You have to be. It's one thing if y'all was in a long-term relationship. Yeah, that was my ex. We was together for like 6 years, 4 years. Cool. But, I think most guys can get over that. But it's like, you meet a chick and, oh, yeah, we used to kick it. Like, we used to kick, like, basically, I'm taking you out, I'm wifing you, and he was knocking your snot box loose. Niggas like, I'm telling y'all, just how women lose respect. I remember it was a UFC girl with her husband, and her husband got knocked out. And the way she got knocked out, it said she lost all like attraction for him. She got turned off, and she liked the guy that knocked him out. That happened for guys too. That happens to guys too. Like, when you find out certain things about women. Like, she used to like, damn, I wifed her and you was hitting it for nothing. Like, dog, like most guys, even though they might still kick it with you, they might even still marry you. Most guys, they lose respect. They lose respect for you. In the back of their mind, it's like, damn, this bitch, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, that's the crazy thing about it. But if you meet a woman and she was married, that's always different. Even with married women with children, like, all right, he married her. He seen something that's different. A long-term relationship is different. But if he like, oh man, especially if they was like, yeah, we used to run her. You know, it's like, oh, you gotta let it go. But it's an ego thing, and it's an ego thing. But it's just like, damn, you know, we see the women that we claim as precious, as elegant. You know, we're delusional in that right. Like she ain't never had nobody else. I'm the best she ever been with. Woo, woo, woo. And we might just been the guy that courted her. We might have been the first guy that took her somewhere other than our house. You might have been, and it's chicks like that's 30. That's 30 who ain't never been on a date, but they ain't no virgins. You know what I'm saying? And you might just be like, oh, she seemed cool. Let's go out for a drink. And she ain't never been out for a drink. You know, she ain't, you know, she used to coming to niggas' cribs to the hotel and getting a smackdown laid on her. But here you are, you paying the tax. And the other guys, they ain't pay no tax. Crazy, right? Super duper crazy. Super duper crazy. So, and it's always law when you with a woman that the homies or somebody you know that been with, like it's different. Like, all right, Jeff was in my math class, you know, but I ain't really fuck with Jeff like that. And she fuck with Jeff. I mean, I don't like, yeah, but inner circle, that's a different story too. Inner circle is different, but hey, it is what it is, or it is what it ain't. Let me know what you think. Follow me on, follow the Patreon. It's on the link in the description. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Let's say you do the OnlyFans and you genuinely have a come to Jesus moment, literally, and you say, this was horrible what I did, and I did it for all the wrong reasons, and I'm done with it now. That's great, right? But that you can't get rid of it. You can't, guys can't unsee it. They can't unexperience, they don't want it, right? So the past just matters. It just does.